everybody, and welcome to video 11 of our Books and Butterflies series. One thing I want to mention before we get started is, well, look at all this prettiness we've done. But other than that, I also want to make sure and mention the two Facebook groups that I have, which one of them is Sweet Pea Papers, and the other one is Junk Journal Tutorials and More. Now, Junk Journal Tutorials and More just recently had a name change. So if you're looking for the other one from a previous video and you can't find it, then look for Junk Journal Tutorials and More and you'll find us. You can advertise your Etsy shops on certain days. You can post your YouTube channels on certain days. You can post YouTube videos any day, so on and so forth. And we all have fun, and there's pictures and advice and encouragement. And the links are below the video. Okay, so this is what we've done so far. This is part one, which I'm still mad at myself that I glued it that far over. Because it makes it look small, like it's too small. Anyway, here's section 2. Here's section 3 that we just did with our notepad, which I really, really like this section. It turned out way better than I thought it was going to. Looks really nice. So now we're going to work on section 4. Let me walk away for a second and set this down. And you know, like I said, I wish we had done the covers before we put the inside covers in. Whoa. I have a big stack of papers over here. Okay. So all we're going to do is make an expandable envelope. Let's see, we need a cream colored piece of paper. And that's what we're going to put it on when we glue it into the book. It's like one of the bases, only it doesn't have the flip-flops built in on it. Okay, so we've got that. We've got the paper for our expandable part. This is going to be the back paper, and this is going to be the paper that we make the pull-out on. Now, I haven't decided. I really like this part right here. I know this seems like they don't really go, but you're not going to see any of this except for this across here. And I thought that would be pretty on the inside. Or I think maybe we should use this part right here. The thing is bending it under. Now that I look at this, it may not work. Because if you cut this off where we need it, it's going to be right through the middle of this. I really like this though. Let's take a look at what I've got. You can use one of these smaller ones, that's fine. In fact, this one would be nice. I've got blue ones on the other ones, I think. Let's take a real quick look here. See what we've got. That would make a pretty pocket, except this is too close to the bottom. That's really close to the bottom as well. I've got, oh no, that would be a good back, but not a front. Man, I really wanted to use that. If we use this. the other ones, like this, when you go to fold it under, most of them, you're going to, you know, mess up the pattern. You know, we could use this and then cut this out. That wouldn't work either. I really wanted to use that. Oh well. Okay, so let's cut this out the same size. Let's flip it over. And I did it that way because I wanted to get that 307 on there. Now let's score it. Let's see if we score it at 1/2 inch. That'll be fine and dandy, but that won't give us, we need it to be down farther. We need to score it here. That means we could probably cut it there. And we have to ink it. Let's see if we can get rid of this white. What did I do with the piece I had left? Okay, that's going to be our flap. Oops, we don't need to ink that. What we need to ink is this. Okay. Then we need to score this. We're going to score this at 1/4. So, gosh darn it, scored it the wrong way. Nothing really exciting has been going on here. Still hobbling around. Okay, so that's going to be the top. Darn it. This is going to be the paper. And I'm thinking about putting paper on the inside spines. But I'm just not sure. I don't want it to look too busy. And our sections are kind of busy. It looks kind of clean with that cream color in between. But I'm not really sure. Let's see. And I'm cutting this to the length of how high I want the expandable parts to be. And then we'll cut one, or we'll cut two of them. And each one is going to be, you know, 1/4 of an inch. It's so small for me. Let's go with 1.5 inches and see if I can fold it better. There's one. Winding this up is a little bit of a pain in the rear. That one's a little crooked, but I'll take it, because we're going to fold them up anyway. So we're going to take these, we're going to fold them in half. And we're going to fold each one back. Otherwise down, or in other words down. And you're going to end up with either a W or a M. Just depends on which way you look at it. Darn it. Still can't get these things straight, not the long ones. There's one. There's two Oz. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Does not need to be barking. I don't want to have to be saying Oz really loud either, to tell you the truth. Alright, so on our little peak here, let's put just Oz. Oz. Stop it. I'm just going to put a little bit of ink. So let's put this together. I'm going to hook this on the bottom. This is the easy way to do these as far as I'm concerned. There are other ways. So much for it being the easy way. And we'll hook this on the top. I like it. And open this back up. Glue these on. Then we'll put this in the book. And then we will, oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, I really only wanted to do one side. You want the point to face out. The longer they are, the harder it is to get it to line up, in my opinion. You want to make sure the point doesn't stick out too far. So this one we're going to put glue on one side like we're supposed to. And see, being able to fold it down like this is why you only want to put glue on the one side. Okay, put glue on the other side. Shoot. Not everywhere else, just the other side. Let's just do that. Okay, then we're going to fold it up and lay it down. now what I think we'll do is, I think we have some circles, don't we? Yes. I want to use one of the big ones. Or do I want to use a small one and make it sort of look like a fake policy closure? I mean, I could make it a policy closure. I think I'm going to do this instead. Okay, and then we'll put some books down here, like so. I think that one, or should we go bigger? This one. I think bigger might be better. And we need to put our dots on too. Books are going to be kind of interesting to ink. Okay. This is got the cream color border around it, so that makes it much easier to ink. Not normally a fan of the border, but this case it helps make it stand out. Okay, we'll put this on. And it's got the same color butterflies as on here, and this one has the complementary color butterflies on that. I think we can get away with one dot. I'm almost out of dots. Oh wait. No, I'm not. I bought some dots. Thought I had more. Okay, so now we have our expandable pocket. Okay, let's double check where our glue went. We're going to double check along here and make sure everything, the accordion opens. Like right here, it kind of stuck. And on this side, you see it opens, but right down here it looks like it's a little stuck maybe, or could use a little stretching out. There we go. So now when you open this, then you can put more things in it because the, there we go, because the accordion fold lets it open up farther. Now we're going to put this on here. So not a difficult section, but it's a section I like to include because when you make a lapbook, you have a lot of ephemera and stuff left over if you use a kit, especially a large kit like this. You would think I would learn, well, plus I still have to go back through all the flips and flaps and things and put on little butterflies and things like that. I'm not going to do that on camera. Put this in the center. So that'll take up some of the ephemera, but wow, I'm really not happy about this. It's even on this side and short on that side. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I could make the whole thing narrower. Re-ink this. I'm glad I didn't leave it on there. I really like this too much to put something that was obviously wrong. You can barely see that it's a little crooked right here, but you could obviously see that this was too short. Okay, so let's glue it again. See, and it was just that much, but it was enough to make me crazy. And it was so obvious. Such a small amount, but so very, very obvious. I just want to get the corners really well. This glue on here is still semi-wet. Get that back on there. Much better. I mean, you can see a little bit that it comes out, but I don't think it's really noticeable when you first glance at it, you know, like when you first look at it. So let's put this part in the book. Let me move everything out of the way. Wide load coming through, huh? You know, the only thing this doesn't have is some of this. I should have thought about that, shouldn't I? What do you think we should do? I think I could decorate it, maybe with 2 pieces. What if I just put two smaller pieces? What if I just put 2 pieces on here? Just as decoration. I'd have to cut them. These aren't the right size. Just get an idea. Just something. Or what about one long piece up here? No, because then, in my mind, it would need to be on both sides. So if we put this here and here, we could make it look like it goes, you know, in. It doesn't have to go all the way to the top and bottom. What about across here? No. Alright, I'm not going to glue it in the book. I'm going to figure something out. Oh, what about this? It's wide enough. What if we glued some on the front? Oh, as long as we don't cover the dot, I could move the dot. And put the dot back on. Let's take a piece well, that was interesting. Let's make it a little bit longer than that. It's not like that piece is going to go to waste. Okay, I'll open this up. And we're going to glue it on the front first because of the circle. Don't want to glue it on the back and then flip it over only to find that it's covering this most of this circle. Okay, so we're going to put some glue on the front. I really feel like we need some of that on each section. I don't want to put too much glue because I don't really want a line of glue. I don't feel like it needs to be perfect. And we'll make it smoother on the back. Oops, crash bang. So you can see the glue. So I'm inclined let's see what that looks like. Right. You don't like this. Wonder if I can just put little dots of glue across there to glue it down. You know, I really don't like that. You can see the glue. Wonder if you will once it dries. I really don't want to do this over. I just don't like it. I would rather it have none than have some on there that I don't like. Yeah. I don't want to glue it shut, so I'm not going to stick it shut. This is too wide. I'm just going to put it on like that. I like it just fine. Can always go back and if I think of some other way to do it. You know, with the sari silk on it, if I think of another way to do it, to decorate it that way. Or I may leave it plain and let you guys put something in under the comments. And then 2 months after I've made the book, I can finish it. What do you guys think about that? Did you realize I recorded these this far ahead? I have to. You never know when I'm going to fall and crack a rib. But you never know. But I am doing this now. So now the thing I was thinking about, still wish there was some way to put something across here without, because if you glue it, then you're going to have that glue stripe all the way through it. It's too small for that. I'm wondering if we could put a bow. This is too small too. I'll put a big bow there with the pieces hanging down. Let me think about it. I don't know what to do now. Okay, so the next thing I need to decide is, do I want to put the stuff in here? Now, I really like this for in here, this piece, because it's almost the exact right size. Then I looked at these two, and they look pretty on these inside. The one, put the book in the center on one, and then where it says books give us wings, put that on the other one with the books at the bottom. But I'm trying to decide if that's too much. Is that too much stuff on the inside? See, that big area there is just driving me insane. Well, let me cut this. It's not like we have any place else to use it if we don't use it now. So cutting it isn't going to make any difference. Oh, come on. Edge of that is right there. Gosh, I don't know. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video here. And I'm going to stand here and look at this for a little while. And then we'll start the next video with either doing this or doing the outside covers. Okay? Alright, well that's it for this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Here, let me move this up for you. And that'll be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.